I've got a big pot of basil growing off my deck.
Just like the people in Italy.
Just like you said.
Okay, so let me get rid of this. There we go. And we'll just roll this up and dice it. It's a very important ingredient in the salt.
So you just roll those leaves up and
yeah, so it's just easier to cut that way.
Yes.
Of course, you can just chop the usual way if you want. So, okay. And then
one of my favorite aromas in the kitchen, that fresh cut basil.
Okay, and then what you can do is simply toss it. Hands work a lot better than most utensils, so toss it like that, and then you can set it aside. Doesn't it smell good?
Oh, yes.
And we'll get the pasta after a while and put this on top and then sprinkle it with freshly grated parm.
Exciting.
Okay.
Okay, summer sauce.
Gadabout's catering service. Bill and Eileen Gaddy can provide just about anything you can dream up, from catering your function to gourmet to go. Gadabout's catering service.
Crippen's Country Inn and Restaurant. The finest dining in the high country. Executive Chef James Welch is a creative genius, and Jimmy Crippen invites you to plan your next eating extravaganza at Crippen's Country Inn and Restaurant on Sunset Drive in Blowing Rock.
Joe's Italian Kitchen in the Boone Heights Shopping Center near the Burger King. Joe has family recipes spanning 5 generations. Traditional Italian dishes. Joe's Italian Kitchen for family fun with music and good food.
Okay, now we're back to easy. This is dessert for our meal that I think you will enjoy. And the first thing to do, and again, berries like the tomatoes and the basil are in full supply now, so that's terrific. So what I'm going to do is just cut the strawberries in quarters, which we'll do, or eighths if they're really big.
Yes.
And do a few more here. And you can do as many as you have guests, of course. Do that. Then we'll just put in some fresh blackberries. There. And blueberries.
And listen, one of the nice things about Ashe County is you can find all these berries.
Yes, and we have
Growing
people
wild.
who just bought a blueberry farm, and they have wonderful homegrown blueberries that they will also deliver to us. And we have raspberries that are also grown by one of our neighbors in Ashe County.
Nice.
So, there we go. And what we'll do then is sprinkle this with some sugar.
Okay.
About like that. And then the Grand Marnier, which is, I think, everybody's favorite liqueur. As you know, it's a mixture of orange liqueur and cognac. So it's the best of, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that orange flavoring.
And a nice little douse of that. And we'll just give it a stir. We often do berries and serve them with basil flavored ice cream,
Oh,
which is just wonderful.
fascinating. You make the ice cream there.
We do. We make all of our ice creams and sorbets. We're doing a whole series of different fruit sorbets now,
Wonderful.
which is just terrific. Anyway, so there we are. And then how about a little garnish of fresh mint?
Yes. That looks so cool
that.
and inviting.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Finest cookware and perfect gift ideas can be found at the Country Gourmet in Fosco. For 30 years, the Country Gourmet has been a destination for anything from candles to clocks, dishes to decorations, silverware to surprises, and gifts you can't find just anywhere. Make a bridal wish list or a wish list for anyone who wants to enjoy the many items to choose from. Open year-round, 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday and 12 to 5 on Sundays.
The Perrier Group and the Mutual Distributing Company, providing the finest bottled waters. Perrier, San Pellegrino, Aqua Panna, and Nestle Waters. The Perrier Group and the Mutual Distributing Company.
Welcome back. We have Gayle Winston and Laura Clark from the River House in beautiful Ashe County on the New River in the Grassy Creek community. You're going to want to go there and taste these lovely dishes. What are we going to fix now?
Well, now we're going to go ahead and cook the main entree, which is a sauteed calamari. And, you know, we've all had calamari, I think, where we usually in restaurants have it fried. And it's served with either a marinara sauce or a tartar sauce of some sort. Well, this one is so much easier. And you can buy the calamari right in the grocery store, and Lowe's always has it in the freezer section. And it's just a package like this. And all you do is thaw it out. And you've got the tentacles right here, and they're cleaned out, they're ready to go.
Okay,
So,
and for some folks who don't know the term calamari,
it's baby squid, and it is fantastic. It has such a sweet, milky juice about it. And the thing with calamari is it'll turn into fried rubber bands or cooked rubber bands in the blink of an eye. So
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so you cook it either really quickly or braise it for a long time. So for these, we just slice them into rings. And the way we're going to do this tonight is we saute it with a little bit of shallots that are minced up. Would you like to maybe start peeling and
Sure.
mince up a little bit for me?
Yes.
And we're going to mince up some garlic into it. So we can share this cutting board, Robert.
okay.
And it's quick, like I said, it's easy, and it's not fried, so of course it's a little healthier. We're gonna just cook it in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got the calamari here. We've got the shallots going. If to mince these up, you know, just do your vertical slices.
Okay.
Okay. And then hold your fingers aside. Then pile it all together. Good
Mince
little
it some.
mince.
Yes.
Okay. If you'll drizzle a little bit of olive oil in there.
Okay.
With Teflon, you don't want the pan to get too hot. There's a new studies coming out saying it's not a very healthy thing.
All right.
If you could get a couple of garlic cloves peeled.
Alrighty.
We'll slice up some mushrooms, throw it in there. Okay, throw in some shallots. We want to go ahead and throw some salt in. That'll start breaking down the vegetables, so they'll start releasing more liquid.
I'll let you take over from there.
All right. Maybe you could turn that down just a little bit more.
All right, I'll do that.
And so we're going to throw, once we get those mushrooms cooking, once they start releasing their liquid, once they start browning, releasing the liquid, then we don't have to worry about them burning so much. Spatula. Keep those off the side.
I'll take care of that for you.
Okay.
Okay. I love the smell of shallots and mushrooms together with extra virgin olive oil. And then you're going to even intense it with some garlic.
Absolutely.
Yay.
That spells love in the kitchen, doesn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, time to throw a little garlic in. And some, pardon me, some fresh pepper. Ooh, that is smelling good,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is. Uh-huh.
Okay, we've got this calamari right here, and then I've got some more in a bowl. Throw that in. Now all we're gonna do is cook this rather quickly, okay?
Okay.
You'll know it. They'll
gonna
start
let you
turning.
take over.
Okay. They'll start turning opaque. Depending on how many you have in your pan and how hot the skillet, of course. See how it's starting to curl up just a little bit
yes.
right there. That's the first sign that they're getting done. See that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna add just a hit of wine. The way that we like to serve this is with crusty bread.
Yes.
And ooh, it'll have so many good juices into it.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's throw a little bit of parsley in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nice color contrast and lovely flavor, the Italian parsley.
And parsley has a nice peppery flavor to it too. You know, it adds a little kick.
Yes. Use it often in my cooking. It's a wonderful herb.
Some people are so, you know, cilantro is one of those herbs that people either love or they hate.
Yes.
And parsley, for the people who hate it, is a pretty nice alternative to it. You still get a good peppery flavor, peppery
Right,
kick,
right.
and the color, the texture.
And I prefer the flat leaf over the curled for flavor.
Yeah, it's a lot stronger in flavor. Okay, it's getting there. See, the legs are starting to spread out like that.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's when you know when they're done. See how this it's opening up
Right.
rather than hanging loose
Oh,
like
yes.
that one.
Yes. Show that again, please.
Okay, let's find. See how this one is kind of hanging loose
Right.
when they're starting to open up like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, yes.
It's a good sign that they're getting there. And then, as I said, the opaque. See, that's still pretty translucent right there, or
Yes, I do see what you're saying. You can tell.
the whiteness.
Yes, becoming opaque.
Okay, a little bit more cracked pepper. And we have a nice baguette from the La Brea Bakery, where River House gets the bread.
Yes.
That we serve with this. And let me see. I think we're just about done.
Beautiful.
So that can be turned off. We'll
What a serving
let's
platter.
see. Perfect. It is perfectly cooked through, tender as can be, not a hint of rubber band in
All
there.
right.
Okay. So see all that nice juice?
Yes.
We're gonna slice up some crusty bread, put it around it, a little tub of butter, and that with a glass of wine is just a perfect meal.
How
But
exciting.
with everything else we have, it's gonna be very nice. So why don't we clear all this out and we can put everything together and then talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I live here in Boone. I'm real happy to be here. This is my father, Tony. Dad's still making the meatballs here. We serve stromboli every day. We have 4 different kinds of stromboli. Come take a look at some of my walls here. This is what we call the wall of colorful characters. Hey, come over here. Let me show you. We're going to make a cannoli. So this is Joe, and we want you to come and see us at Joe's Italian Kitchen at the Boone Heights Shopping Center behind the Burger King.
Welcome back. What a beautiful dish that you've prepared for us today. Thank you so much, Gayle. Thank you, Laura, from the River House. Would you
Pleasure.
tell us a little bit about the directions to your place?
Well, first of all, check our website, which is riverhousenc for northcarolina.com, and there'll be directions there as well as pictures of our rooms for overnight guests. And don't get lost.
And wedding sites too.
Oh, yeah, we do weddings and we do all kinds of things. And of course, our annual wine festival is wonderful. So,
And when is that held?
July. Next year it'll be July 15th. So, we had about 500 people, and the weather was perfect while it was raining here in Boone. So,
You want to visit the River House. Just sit on the porch in a rocking chair. Enjoy the beautiful food that Laura and Gayle prepare for you, and their chefs there. It's been a wonderful time having you on the show.
thank you. Can we come back?
Please come back. Yes, we will do this again next summer, and we'd love to have you on.
Okay, thanks, Robert.
Wonderful. I want to thank my friends at Eseeola Lodge for allowing us to use this lovely kitchen for this show.
Don't want no French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes. I ain't never satisfied. I want the frim fram sauce